always think that somehow in heaven, God might throw us a bone and let everybody be 27 again, and let Bobby Jones at 27 to go against Sam Snead and Ben Hogan and Byron Nelson and Tiger and Phil and Jack and Trevino and myself and Watson and all these guys, and see who really was the best. Or I think it would be pretty compelling. I don't know about you. So everybody wants to compare eras, and it's hard to do that with equipment difference and whatever, but I still believe if Sam Snead was 27, you gave him today's equipment, he would be dominating. Okay, I mean, I don't believe there's been that much improvement, and he would hit the ball 300 plus yards, probably Sam would be one of the longest hitters on tour, and it has more shots than anybody on tour. So I don't know if his putting would do what needs to be done, but the old guys could really play. I was in the last group with Weiskopf, who was leading, and I just couldn't catch those guys. Going into the 17th hole, I was 12 under for the weekend. 2 holes to go still, 1 behind Weiskopf and 2 behind Jack. And on that 17th hole, I had a good iron into the back right pin and made about a 20-footer. And all of a sudden now, I finally had 1 hole to go. I had finally tied Weiskopf, caught him with his bogey at 16 on the 70th hole. And now I was in position to make birdie on the last hole. I figured would get me in a playoff with the great Jack Nicklaus. And I mean, every hair on my body was like on full alert. And I went from a chaser, having nothing but fun going at every flag, to, oh my gosh, I got a chance to finally get even with Jack and maybe even beat him if he bogeyed 18 and he was ahead of me. But I have never been that nervous in my life, and biggest regret I ever had in the game was that second shot. I had a perfect drive, little Trevino shot down there, cut, and one part of me says, knock the flag down, you're hitting everything right at the flag. And the cautious bad part of me said, oh no, you don't want to do that, you might pull it and it'll go down the hill where the gallery is and you'll be done. So instead of listening to the good Johnny, I aimed 15 feet right at the hole and hit the ball within an inch of where I was aiming, dead pin high. If I'd aimed at the pin, it would have been a gimme. And of course, I missed the putt and don't get in the playoff with Jack. I got 2 majors. Had 3 seconds in the Masters. I just couldn't quite make enough putts there. I played well enough, at least 3 times to win as far as the ball striking. But don't worry about it. I'm just happy I won the 2 nice ones I did. If there were any wishes about what would have happened in my career, I wish my putting would have been like David Toms or Ben Crenshaw, because I probably could have won 80 tournaments, But most of the tournaments, almost every tournament I ever won, I was number 1 in greens hit. And I had to do it with my ball striking because my putting was, unfortunately, got a little bit yippy. And that's something that, it's just something, unfortunately, that can happen to a Ben Hogan or guys like myself. And, when you got that, it's tough to win. You have to really play great to win when you're not making that extra putt a day. If I had any regrets, is not winning the Masters. I'd like to have gone to that dinner every year at Augusta National and had the green jacket, but at least I won the British and the U.S. Opens, which are 2 great ones. And, I did it my way, but that wasn't necessarily golf-wise the best way, and I have a great relationship with my wife and kids, and couldn't get too much better than it's been. Golf's been really good to me.